Hello, everyone. Let's turn this so you guys aren't being blinded by the light behind me. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the live show. We will give it a minute. What is... Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Okay, let me go hit links in places. Oh. And I see you, Brie. I will be there in just a second. There's that. We have a Bree.
Hello.
Oh, how are you today?
I am good. How are you?
I am doing well. D&D went really well last night, so I'm feeling kind of feeling like I want to work on the session for next week, but I'm going to wait until the weekend for that. I've got big girl stuff I've got to do first.
I feel that.
So, my brother also has emotionally scarred me. Because I apparently made a character. I mean, like I should have realized what I was doing, but I apparently made a character that everyone in the game wanted to hit on. Anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't say much when you have a character that, like, when they're like, wait, we didn't catch your name, goes, I didn't drop it, and walks out of the room. So,
yeah.
Anyways, let me pop this thing on Twitter. There we are. Okay. Fantastic. So, how is everyone? How are we doing? What's up? Do you want to introduce yourself? People probably know you, but I like to give people a chance to introduce themselves. Plug anything specific that you want to plug for your channel, just because I like to start that out.
My name is Bree. I like to read books and talk about them on the internet. And I just put up my quarterly wrap-up for the second quarter of the year. Nice. So that is available. I just posted that yesterday. So yeah. Ta-da!
Hooray! I'm obviously Margaret. You guys know me. I did just post my mid-year reading. Nope. My mid-year freakout tag. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out. And then I will say there's a special secret video coming out that was not planned until Friday. So there's a hint that I hadn't thought to do this video until Friday came around. So there's a very quick turnaround time for this. But anyways. Hello, Lexi. Welcome. Hi, Neva. How are you this evening? Ro is here. Has been watching Summerween vlogs all day long. I should be watching Summerween vlogs, but I'm back on my podcast bullshit, so I've been listening to those. So far, we've gotten through. I'm getting caught up on my favorite podcast, and so far today we've discussed the just dearth of AI children's books that have been coming out. Because apparently the way that AI works, you can't really write a novel using AI. But you can write a children's book, and they're very disturbing and very distorted. And the host, he's like, I'm very concerned about what this is going to do for kids' literacy rates. Because when children are small and you're reading to them, that's when you're teaching them what story is and how things are supposed to go. And like there are going to be all of these kids that aren't going to know.
Yeah.
Like they're going to be raised on these things that have they've got terrible plots. So, and then we've moved on to Stockton Rush and the Titan disaster.
Yeah.
So, the amount of red flags that this man just ignored, I'm going to say it's okay for people to make fun of him dying. He literally had people, like one of his advisors, like he's going down from the beginning saying, oh yeah, that noise that you're hearing, it's the sound of your sub getting ready to collapse. Because they could hear the carbon fiber hull breaking around them at all, like it was always cracking and stuff, apparently, or something like that. Sir. So anyways, I've been getting caught up on that. But what are we all reading tonight? Oh, Lexi has to do things for class tonight. But first, my cheesecake. Word.
That's fair. I mean, if I have cheesecake right now,
Yes.
I would say
So
good one.
I'm currently reading A Touch of Light by Thiago Abdallah. I haven't really made much progress in it since I started it on Monday or Sunday. I think I started it on Sunday, but I am 53 pages in and very intrigued. It's very good. I'm enjoying it. He apparently this is the first book he has ever written, so I feel like he has to have been working on this book for 10 years.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, I have not. I saw that the transcript was released, but I have not touched the transcript. I just it's just interesting to me, like, kind of keep this in mind. I am sure Robert is going to go over the transcript if it's already been, if it has been released, but I have not looked at it, so no. What about you? And you are reading?
People We Meet on Vacation. I have 120 pages left, which I'm very excited about because I have been stuck on this one. It's like I'm not enjoying it, but I've been like not really like super invested at the beginning, and then I was like I wanted to get to the end, but like I also was like sometimes her writing, I feel like it's very
Literary?
Well, it's the level of description for me sometimes. It's like I'm trying to get to the plot part, and
Yeah.
we stop for a lot more description than I'm sometimes in the mood for. And
that makes sense.
So when I'm in the mood for something faster paced, it's a little bit harder, but I'm enjoying it. I'm just
It's taking us into
and also because I haven't been reading as much the last few days, so I had intentions of, doing a blackout board, and I don't know that that's going to happen at this point, but we shall see.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, but if I finish that, then I will be moving on to A House with Good Bones. Will be my next book.
Nice. Well, we'll see if we can't get you through that. Ooh, by Teen Kingfisher.
Yeah, that's why I felt like this was a good thing to have a very short next, because
very short
my
next
struggle bus situation. So it'll make me feel better.
So much sense. Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah. I'm still going to try for a blackout board, but I mean, realistically, it's probably not going to happen, but I'm still going to try. I'm going to pretend that it's possible. And just keep it along as if it's going to happen, because maybe then I can, manifest a miracle.
Graphic novels, Brie. Graphic novels exist.
Yeah, but I don't own a lot, and I'm doing physical. So I really want to focus on like actually sticking to the reading my physical books, and I don't own as many graphic novels that I haven't read yet because I usually don't buy them until after I've read them.
That makes sense.
Unlike an actual book, like prose books, I with graphic novels for some reason only buy them once I've read them, which I should probably do with real books too, but
it's easier to justify prose books just because they're so much thicker. And graphic novels, so it feels like they're so skinny. You don't think about all of the other stuff. Let's see. Butterflies and Books says finished Chain of Thorns and Radiance. Gave Radiance 4 stars, and Chain of Thorns got 4.75, rounded up to 5. But I have thoughts. Lexi Rose says there's a leaked version out there. Apparently, according to they tried to abort the mission a few hundred feet from the Titanic, but right after they said they were coming back, they went dark. They literally just were talking about the warning system that he had in this thing, and the people that were kind of talking to him about to Rush about like advising him. They're like, yeah, this seems like it's just going to say, hey, your ship is going to collapse right now. Basically, is they're warned, like they had a warning system, but their warning system would only warn them, like the way it was set up, it was only going to warn them right before the catastrophic collapse happened. So that sounds like that's what that he was saying, that they know that they tried to go back up probably right before. So anyways, hello, Cool Gamer. Currently reading Butterflies and Books is currently reading pages of a contemporary sports romance, Frayed, for a book club. And what the fuck just happened? For a book club, and then going to continue Aisha at last, depending on how long you guys are sprinting. Probably until about 10:30. This first one I'm probably going to do a nice, good, long one, probably about an hour, just because I'm going to go downstairs and finish cooking dinner, which can take some time. And I would also like some time to eat that dinner without having to like shove it rapidly in my face. Hey Mel, welcome. Hey Nicole, hi. Let's see. Lexi Rose says that the warning system was trashed by the time. Yeah, that's exactly what they were going over. Like by the time the warning system warned them, they had seconds. Ro is reading. Okay, Ro is reading Tentacles and Triathlons by Ashley Bennett. It's a male cute monster romance.
I was about to say that has to be a romance. If the word tentacles is in the titles, it's just.
If the word tentacles is in the title, it is either a romance or it is some sort of anime.
Right.
Anyways, let's see. But they were hearing strange sounds at the back of the sub for like 30 minutes before it imploded, according to See, if I'm in one of those, you're never going to find me in a metal tube at the bottom of the ocean, but if I were, the minute something weird starts happening, I'm going to be like, hey guys, I think we can do, like, I need us to go. Like, there's an emergency. I left the stove on. We need to go. So, Nicole is just doing a little work today, and then we'll be reading Bullets by Maggie Nelson, and then we'll move on to Breaking the Spell, a memoir by Jane Stork. Pucks and Paperbacks. Hey, Alex. Welcome. Neva is getting head start on reading my KU for 24-hour sprints idea, but also listening to the audio of Happy Place. Yeah, exactly. Time to abort. Like, you put me in, yeah, that's, again, you're never going to find me in one of those situations. But, like, my comfort in small spaces is such that sometimes I think I would rather die than if I ever had to get in an MRI or, like, a CAT scan machine, it better be an open one because no thank you. So, anyways. Hey, Hillary. Hillary is reading 7 Days in June at 60% with 100 pages left. Very nice. I already told you guys what I'm reading, and we discussed that. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I'm not used to doing Wednesday night sprints. So, give me just a moment. Let's pull up the timer. We'll go use my timer just because I like to. At some point today, I'm also going to be like focusing on dinner for this one. That will probably be my main reading time, provided my parents aren't listening to Russell Brand still. Otherwise, I will be blasting music. But no, I need to do that for Brianna. The plan is to read for the first sprint, and then I need to start editing video. It's supposed to go up tomorrow. So, okay, give me just a second. Whoop, nope. There we are. Let's pop that in. Mel just finished chapters of their book club book today. Now I'm going to have breakfast and watch YouTube. Nice. All right. So we are going to do an hour for this first sprint just so I have time to make dinner, eat dinner, and not feel like I'm having to rush. So let me share the screen. Let's do this sucker. Using my own timer so YouTube can't knock me for using copyrighted material. I'm still annoyed at them because it's a reaction video, guys. Why are you copyright or community guidelines striking me for an unlisted reaction video?
Yeah.
But you could just literally look at the thumbnail and see what it's supposed to be. It looks like you're claiming someone else's work as your own. I was like, no one watched this video, did they? I understand why they took it down, but it's seriously, I'm still debating whether or not I want to appeal it. I'll probably lose, but I don't like having that warning sitting there, and I want it gone. It's gone in 90 days, but it is. There are a lot of videos on YouTube. It took me a hot minute to figure out, but once you figure it out or remember how to do it, they're pretty simple to make. Message me, Neva. I can send you the video. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Put your mics. Welcome back. Oop. There we are. Hello, welcome. We made it back. We have a Brianna. Bree, you just muted yourself? Okay, cool. Just making sure that you meant to mute yourself. Hey, Brianna, how are you this?
Hold on.
Hold on. Holding. Nobody
Okay,
move.
now we're good. There was an echo because I forgot to close out the YouTube window.
I was asking my the Amazon device that if I say her name, she will listen to me. That I asked her to do the math for me. That's why I muted because I didn't feel like counting. I didn't want to do numbers, so I asked her to do numbers.
Oh my god. So my numbers are going to be more impressive than they actually are because Bookley thinks I read 111 pages. But that's just because I forgot to update Bookley on Sunday when I finished. So I read about 3 chapters. We're currently... Poor Nasha. She just... Poor girl. I'm enjoying it though. I'm having a lot of fun with this series or with this book. So
This is so good.
it is. It's very good. And the thing, I was looking at it, I was like, if you look at it, it's a 13-hour audiobook, which means it's relatively short as far as an epic fantasy goes. And I think that really works for it. Like, he was really smart with how he, like, I think part of why it is so good is because he took it down to such a condensed level.
Yeah. Well, that, and it just doesn't necessarily, like, it doesn't explain everything.
Yes, that is true as well.
Like, you're finding out things along with the characters.
Yes. And with the point of view that he's using, that makes sense.
Right.
That's a struggle that I have with my own because it's in person point of view versus third. This is basically third close or third intimate. And so I'm sitting there going, there's so much stuff that I could be telling the reader right now, but I'm in first person point of view. And the main character doesn't know this information.
Right.
She needs to. She's going to learn it. It's always stuff that I'm like, I feel like it doesn't make sense for the main character to learn it at the beginning of the book, but I also feel like I'm holding out on the reader if I don't tell them sooner. I'm like, will they be confused though? Will they not understand that? It's such a game to play.
It's okay to be confused.
Yes, that is one of the things that I tell people. Just with fantasy, sometimes you just have to kind of let your brain catch up. Eventually, you'll get there.
Yep.
If you don't, then you didn't need to know about it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Or that's a fun thing that you can discover upon your reread.
Exactly. That's me with a lot of things. Is like, I just, at some point with regard to fantasy, if I am having a hard time following some things, I'll like pick what I'm going to focus on and only really absorb those parts into my brain and let the rest, simmer and be there, but not try to comprehend it, not try to connect the dots or understand it, and allow it to just be a part of the story that I will come back to the next time around.
Yeah, you've got to let your brain make the connections at the pace that it's going to make the connections. The fun thing is that as you go, things will start to mean things, and so then it will stand out to you more. And like, you may not think you're paying attention to certain details, but then something will happen, you'll go, hold up.
Right, it all comes together.
Hold up. Wait, didn't we just, and that's so it goes. Yep. Anyways, welcome, Brianna. What are you reading this evening?
I am reading Middle Game.
I need to read that.
And I am liking it more than I thought I was going to. So.
Oh yeah, were you worried you wouldn't?
Yes.
I mean, it's Shauna McGuire. You like her Wayward Children series.
I do, but I didn't really like Over the Woodward Wall. And since that is the in book for this series.
Oh, is it?
Uh-huh.
Wait, so middle game goes to Over the Woodward Wall?
No, so middle game, there are excerpts of a child's book, which is Over the Woodward Wall.
Oh, okay. Middle grade is
so then she expanded it, wrote an entire novel.
Yeah.
And sold it as that series.
Yeah, so middle game is an adult though, right? Or is it middle grade?
Yeah, it's adult.
It's adult. Okay. That makes sense because I think like middle grade you have to like it has to work for you, and middle grade can get exceptionally silly sometimes.
Yeah.
Which Woodward Wall does get. So if you don't like that's not a style that you enjoy or you're not in the mood for, it's not Woodward Wall is one that it's going to work for some people and it's really not going to work for others.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's very like it's whimsical on the borderline of what I can handle.
Right.
But it is also very reminiscent of like Howl's Moving Castle, Narnia, The Phantom Tollbooth, those kinds of books, which are like seminal works in my life. Yes. Fair. Nicole, if you would like to check it out. It's a touch of white. Yes, it's a hardcover.
The hardcover didn't exist when I bought them.
Okay, but
the naked cover on that is gorgeous.
Well, the naked no, it's just this.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. I didn't get one. If it has a special naked cover, I need to know because I may end up. It might
only be Shade of Madness that has the special cover.
Well, that's rude.
That is rude.
They will match.
Well, no, like it's just it's the griffin without the title on the cover.
Okay, that makes sense. Sense. Which having read this book, that title makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Did you tell me that this was a zombie book?
Maybe.
I was like, oh, it's a what? Don't ask me why, guys. For some reason, if you add zombies to
I did tell you it was a religion that worshipped death. I figured you might have, assumed from there.
I honestly didn't assume from there, but I was like, oh, zombies. Okay, cool. I don't know what it is, but something about zombies, most of the time, if you throw them in, I am 10 times more interested in the book.
I'm actually weirdly less interested usually when there's zombies. At least in visual media. But lately there were 2 books that I read right around the same time that both had zombies in them. And they were both fantastic. Yeah. That being one of them.
I mean, they are a very interesting concept and they make a very interesting bad guy. Especially because if it's a zombie, the person who's inside the zombie is already gone.
Right.
So, you're not actually killing a person. So you can have a huge death count for your main characters without having to worry about, moral quandaries.
Right.
So, although it sounds like this one, at least, the way that it works, the people are still kind of inside. They're just out of their minds, and there's no way to do anything for them.
Right.
Anyways, we have some people who joined. Boop-a-da-doop. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, Monty, welcome. I did no reading, but filmed the intro to a vlog. Nice. I saw that you're reading a book that we won't talk about because I won't bias you. But I'm very interested in your vlog for Fourth Wing to see what you think.
I'm halfway through Rachel's video right now.
Oh, yeah. I saw Rachel's video and I was like, oh, I don't have time to appreciate this right now. We're going to wait.
2 hours and there are 3 parts. Each part is...
Especially considering, knowing what some of her issues with it were.
So she's not even doing it that way. She's doing it as if she was beta reading it. So it's a chapter by chapter breakdown of the issues. Rachel. Yeah.
Wow. I love it.
So, part 1 goes chapter 1 to chapter 14 and all of the issues.
Not bad. Okay, yeah, I haven't gotten there, but Jen says hi. Hey, Jen. Lexi, I finished my classwork for the night and now reading Shadow and Bone. Jen is reading the Zenny audiobook, just started during the sprint. Nicole got a heap of prep work on my craft channel done, and now I'm cutting some fabric for quilt blocks. Quilting freaking intimidates me. It's a scary business. There's so much matching. I know, like, I did costuming in college, and like the amount of effort that you sometimes have to go into to make things patterns match and stuff.
Right.
Wild. And to think that you have to do that with little bitty pieces. Mm-mm. Francis Ann says, hey, Bree, how are you liking People With Me to Vacation? I just bought the paperback at a Target sale.
I am enjoying it. I got 40 pages in, 40 something, 43, 40, 42.
Yeah.
And I'm having a great time. I'm really there at the end there. And I thought that I at one point was reading what was going to be the third act breakup scenario, and then it wasn't. And I was like, oh, wait, they're having a normal people conversation about this? And they're being adults? Wow.
Concept.
It was quite a nice moment. I very much appreciated that. And that's kind of what I ended off on, was like, I thought that it was going to be one of those things where one of the main characters gets all angsty and like is trying to do the right thing for the other person, and doesn't give them, the choice of doing the right thing for themselves, and one of those moments. And it wasn't that. They just talked about it after the fact, and it was magical. It was a great moment. So yeah, that last little bit I just read was glorious, and it's at the part where it's like they're together, so it was like they're together now and everything is all cutesy and exciting, and then it was like but we had this moment, but then like, are we really? And then it was like oh yes we are, and then it was maybe we're gonna have a third act breakup, and then now it's not. But I still have about 80 more pages, so I really don't know what's happening with those 80 pages. I don't know what they're gonna have happened there. So
there's still more plot to resolve.
Yes, a little bit as far as their relationship goes, but also because they're they're going to his brother's wedding, is like how she like kind of orchestrated this trip, is like, hey, why don't we, go a few days early and like have one of our summer trips again. And so there's that, like all of the wedding related things. But I'm curious to see if there is actually going to be a full-on third act breakup or not. Because honestly, like the entire book, it was very much we can't be together, and very much both of them thinking that the other person wasn't
interested.
Yeah, like to the same level, like maybe a little bit like lusty, but not like loving. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like romantically loving. Like obviously they've been friends for a long time. They love each other in that way. But yeah. So it's been an adventure. I'm enjoying it though. The only thing that I have as like kind of a bit of a complaint is just because they go to so many different places, like it bounces back and forth between this summer and the previous summers. And so we're seeing all these different places, and so we get a lot of description because we're, getting to see the place, which is fun if you're in the mood for description. But if you're in the mood for faster pace and plot, then the plot is much slower here. Like it's not like slow, but it's like in the middle. So if you're looking for
not going as fast as you would like it to go,
right? Not because I am not enjoying. Like if I read this at a different moment, I'd be totally down for the pacing. But like I'm trying to like read all the things.
You know what? Enjoy the moment.
Yeah, I'm bad at that. I'm mad at that.
Enjoy the moment, and if you get all of the things read, you get all of the things read. But if you don't, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
That tells you so much about my philosophy on life in general.
Yeah. True that.
All right. Nicole says hi, Brianna.
Hello.
Okay, that was okay. Julie is here. Just reading the synopsis, this looks like it will end up on my ever-growing TBR. I mean, is it really a TBR if it is not constantly expanding?
True.
No.
If it's not expanding, that means you're not talking to anybody about books, or looking at new books, or
if it's not
going in the bookstore.
stop reading. That's really what that means. Is if it's not expanding, you've stopped reading.
Pretty much.
So, Lexi says, if there's zombies, I'm immediately disinterested. They creep me out too much. I get that. I think it depends on how they're done. I think they work really well in like fantasy and sci-fi settings, especially.
Yeah, because this one isn't like they're not horror type zombies.
They're not zombies, but they are zombie-esque. And like the zombies in Expanse aren't zombies, but they are like
undead.
You don't have the like brain eating gore, like, you know, type thing like you do in a horror zombie.
Yeah. I think Expanse leans a little bit more towards the horror aspect just because of like what the proto-molecule is. But yeah, like it's one of those things that like I think they can be done really well in ways that are interesting and like examine parts of the world and people's reaction to things. In fantasy and sci-fi, they can add an interesting level. Also, sometimes it's just fun to throw some random zombies in there. But have you read This Is Not a Test by Courtney Summers? It's Courtney Summers' zombie book. I have not, but now I will have to read it. Yes, I know. The author of Sadie. We were talking with a friend earlier. I was talking with a friend earlier about some stuff he wants to do with his character. And he was like, I mentioned something about Gary Gygax, who is the creator of D&D. And he's like, but I didn't mention it. He explained that to me. He's like, oh yeah, well he did this and da-da-da-da. And I was wrong about something. So I get why he didn't think. I was like, no, I know who Gary Gygax is, dude. I promise. I can't go anywhere without hearing about him. Haha, you can bias me. It's all right. The whole ACOTAR series is my shameless read. Okay. Thanks for all that breakdown, Bree. Looking forward to jumping into that. I don't mind descriptive read at all. Nice. Yeah. Felt the same with Addie LaRue. Slow, but I still enjoyed it. Addie LaRue, and it wasn't my favorite book, but it is a moment. Like she did that well. Well enough that what would have normally been a 2-star book because of choices she made was a 4-star book. So Victoria Schwab is one of the few authors that's able to get away with some of the cardinal author sins, because she just does them well. So she doesn't get 1-starred when I would normally 1-star, because I appreciate how she does it, even if I don't appreciate that it happened in the first place. So I feel like I have broccoli between my teeth. Let me reset the timer. And then shall we go for another?
Sounds good.
All right. This time we're going to go for 45. There we are. And I am going to try and get some editing done on this mysterious video that is supposed to be going up tomorrow. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. made it back. How did everyone else do? How did we do?
I read 30 pages. I had to
Nice.
take a little bit of time not reading though because I hit the third act breakup, as I thought I might be, and then I definitely was, and then so I had to take a second to like compose myself because they always frustrate me, you know. So I worked on my pedicure and I'm painting my nails this like tealish color.
Nice.
I couldn't decide what because like I'm rainbow on my fingers right now, so I didn't know what color to do, so I just picked something. At some point, I was just like, none of these exactly match, so I'm just gonna pick something and be done with it. I just closed my eyes and grabbed.
There you go.
That is a way to do it though.
Yeah, you know.
Nice. What about you, Brianna?
I read some. I don't remember how much because I don't remember where I was. And then I had to film a couple of vlog clips.
I need to do one of those before I get too much further into A Touch of Light, because otherwise it'll be like, oh, I finished the book. Here are my thoughts.
Right.
I try to do at least one check-in clip with when I'm vlogging about something. So, I am at 23 minutes of what is currently a 34-minute video. We are on. Fudge, hold on. Let me see what we are on number 19 of 22, I think it is. Yeah, 22. Three more books to go.
Nice.
And it's dawn. Although this is only my first pass through, so I'll have to do some more editing tomorrow morning, but I'll be happy if I can finish it. How is everyone in the chat doing? Oh, we've got Bree hitting the third act breakup there.
Yeah, I was making faces, so I made a comment.
I need to explain.
Yeah, in case anyone is seeing the faces I make, I need to clarify.
I make some very interesting faces, definitely, when I am reading on sprints. Like,
yeah, I also got to this one part. It's not a spoiler because it's about somebody that we haven't seen the entire book. She just has like a backstory about this person. It's like somebody who she went to school with and then had like a moment with, and then like there was like some aftermath because of it. But he said like they happened to run into each other and he said all this stuff, and then the last line of what he said was he was like talking about how bullying kind of goes, where it's like you think you're going to get bullied or kicked out of like the, you know, the cool kids, and so then you like try to like do it to other people. He said, if you point at other people, no one will look at you too closely, right? I was your a-hole. I mean, the a-hole in your life for a while. I mean, and so I also laughed out loud at that. And so if you saw that face, that's what that was.
There
was like this very like dramatic moment, you know.
There have definitely been moments where I'm like, oh, I'm putting on a show for someone, but I'm not stopping reading. So Alex got 26 pages so far tonight. Nice. Good. I am okay. So I think, why don't we do another like shorter one? What do we think of like 25 minutes? Because I want to go the full 3 hours, but also another 45 is farther past my bedtime than I am currently able to do.
That's fair.
So especially if I need to get up and edit this video, and I might be finished it by the time we come back, or finished with the edit. So, all right, let me pop this back up for us. It's green this time. And 3, 2, 1, go. And that's the sprint. Welcome back. That was our last sprint. How did everyone do?
I made it to page 223.
Nice. You were flying through that.
Yeah.
That's good. How did you do, Brie?
Finished the book! Hooray! It feels so accomplished. And also the ending was very satisfying because it was like, one of my favorite things is book ending. When there's like a little nugget and it's brought back in the end. You know?
I love it when an author does that.
And it wasn't just once, it was multiple little bookends, like snuck in there. Oh, we love it. So good. Yes, definitely enjoyed it.
Perfect.
It's a great time.
We love to see it. I love it when you have something that does, like, that's one of my favorite things to do as a writer. To like be able to go, okay, I'm going to take this thing that we started with, I'm going to pull this. And sometimes you know those things when you start the book.
Right.
Sometimes you know something that is going to happen at the end, and so you're like, okay, this needs to start at the beginning. And sometimes you're halfway through the book, you're like,
yeah.
I could look so much smarter than I actually am.
Right?
Hi, it's me. I'm the mastermind. I'm not.
No, I saw your tweet earlier where you missed so many references, so you don't get to call yourself mastermind anymore.
I did. I was like, I could have made a Taylor Swift reference there. I could have done one there. Like, I do make quite a few in the video. But yeah, anyways, like, it's weird. I'm much better at sneaking Taylor Swift references in, like, in normal conversation.
I do it at work all the time. It's really fun. Because there's one other Swiftie in our office, and she gets it.
That's funny.
So we'll have
you guys are like that meme.
Well, we have like
they don't know I'm a Swiftie. I love it. That's so funny. I love your shirt too. That's such a nice shirt. I love the colors.
Walmart.
Walmart is such a dangerous place for me to go with clothes because they have cute clothes there.
Like over the past couple of years, they've really like, I don't know if they got a new designer or something, but like it's been really cute the past couple of years.
Like I have so many shirts that I have worn them. Like one of the my original profile picture, I still have the shirt for it. It got to the point that it had been washed so many times that the black is now gray, which is really sad because I loved that shirt. I may have to see if I can find a replacement for it. But yeah, you guys used to see me wear it in videos all the time. But yeah, they've had like, I walk in there, I'm like, COVID has done really well for my wardrobe and me trying not to get a lot of clothes that I don't wear, but every now and then.
Well, so funny story is that I put clothes in the dryer Sunday night.
Oh no.
And then I packed, and then I was like, I need to get that stuff out of the dryer before I leave. And then I didn't. So I was like 2 shirts short.
Oh no.
But when I was in Dallas, there was like a Walmart across the street. So I was like, I'll just go over there.
That's my thing. Like, I used to get so stressed about leaving stuff behind, but now that I'm a grown-up and I have grown-up money and I have a little bit of like disposable income, I can be like, okay, if we forgot anything, there's a Walmart, there's a Target. Like I even plan sometimes to like, okay, when I get to where I'm going, we're gonna get this from Target. Like I'll do that with my lotion.
The one time that it pissed me off was when I was driving down to St. George a couple weeks ago. I forgot my computer charger.
Oh no! See, that's a tough
And I was teaching, so I had to have my computer all day, right? And so I had to go to Target and go buy a MacBook charger. And those things, if you don't buy them from Amazon, are $100.
Yeah, exactly.
I own 2 of them. I didn't want a third. So I bought it, and then the next day on my way out, I just returned it.
I mean, why not? It's Target,
right?
They don't mind.
I mean, I don't need 3 chargers.
I don't. I have one for home and one for work.
Right. Apple, they'll just send it back. Apple will sanitize it, rebox it, and send it.
Yeah,
as a mail,
Exactly.
You know?
I don't. Small business, yes, I'd feel bad. I don't feel bad returning stuff for Apple.
Yeah.
Nah. Not that I ever returned anything
in the grand scheme of things.
The last Apple device I owned was an iPod Mini. I still have it.
Did you not get your iPad yet?
I have not gotten my iPad yet. No.
You know, maybe you should do that today while it is Prime Day and they're like 40% off.
Here's what we keep. I have to call Verizon because Verizon's giving us a hard time about me getting added onto the plan as an iPad. So that's what we ran into last time, and so we haven't resolved that yet. So I can't at the moment.
I did get one thing for Prime Day that I was like,
I don't need to buy anything.
I don't need to buy, but then the hair dryer that I was gonna get Maura for her gotcha day went on Prime Day sale, so it was perfect timing.
I spent way too much money on Prime Day, but it was early. I spent way too much money, but it was all things that we needed.
Yeah.
You know, so like we had to get another dog camera because currently the one we have is sitting in the crate, so we can make sure that Shotzi's doing okay when we're out there. But like we also wanted one for the other dogs, and so like we got another Ring camera, and then we got a living room rug because ours was really, really bad, and then also Shotzi bled on it, and we couldn't get the blood stain out. So we're like, okay, well, it's time. And that one was like 50% off, and I was like, that makes sense. And then I got a dress that I had been looking at, and I put it in my wish list for Fiji because it's like this like beach dress, and it was like 50% off. So I was like, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. It works really well if it's something you're already needing to get. Like I've got a desk coming in finally for in there because I just was like, I was like, I'm going to stop waiting to buy stuff until I move out because I've been waiting for 5 years.
That's the thing. Like people like if you're on TikTok today, everyone's like, you shouldn't spend money on Amazon Prime. Like if you didn't need it full price, then you don't need it on sale. And I'm like, but it makes sense to buy it half price.
Yeah, if I needed it, yeah. Anyways, it does.
Right.
I may need it. That doesn't mean
you weren't already planning on getting. That's different. Right. But like, is it something that you like had intentions of getting at some point?
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, I was gonna buy the new rug, you know, at a certain point, you know, probably after Shotzi finishes shedding. Then I'll put it out. Yeah. I was like. I needed another camera, but it's like, why wouldn't you pay 50% of what you're going to?
Right. Yep. All right. How did everyone else did? Leandra joined us. Hey, Leandra, late to the reading scramble party, but I'm reading Murder Off the Books tonight. Nice. Elena just finished reading The House by James Patterson. I did it. I made it to 100%. I will read the next sprint. I have to take a shower now. There is not a next sprint, alas. I am headed to bed because I have to be a functional person. Speaking of, Alex has gone to bed, got my night routine done. Good night, everyone. Thank you for the sprints. Thank you for joining us. And Nicole just finished their filming for the day. So that is exciting. Okay. So that is it for us tonight. Do y'all have anything you want to plug? Before we go, anything else?
I have sprints tomorrow.
Yes. Oh yeah, sprints tomorrow. Bree's channel.
There's a really cool readathon announcement that you should check out on my channel if you haven't already.
Yes, you should check out on Brianna's channel, and then you should go join the purple team.
Has Bree picked a team yet?
No, she's not. She's been putting it off.
What you should do is like a very fair way. Just count the colors on your TBR and do it that way.
Laura wants you to choose the purple team.
Yeah.
Wait,
I need to look specifically at my summer book.
Technically, Gamora is green, but
you know,
I just think you pick your favorite color, and everyone's favorite color should be purple. It's
You're
the
back to
closest
being
to
the
a
second
Barbie
biggest.
color we have. What?
You're back to being the second biggest team.
Gosh. Okay, maybe don't. Maybe don't. Maybe let us stay the second biggest team.
Don't ever see Teddy anymore.
Oh, we're not catching up with that at all. There's no way. There's 63 people on blue. Bree, just don't join the blue team. Just don't join the blue team.
Yeah, blue like it's actually gone down. It was almost 50%, and now it's down to 41%.
Wow. Like there's 63 people that have chosen the blue team. I don't want to be the biggest team because
Thanks.
you just don't win. But also I don't want to be the smallest team because then you're fighting even harder against everyone else.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, my favorite color is actually purple. I don't have any book of purple colors. Traitor.
The golden spot.
You traitor. You're a purple girl and you left the purple team behind. We purple people have to stick together. Everyone gives us crap for that being our favorite color.
Margaret's gonna find all of the purple KU books, and that's the only thing she's gonna read in August.
I mean, that's an option.
You should maybe throw in Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Okay, question. If we get our color in the title, does that get us extra points?
51% of the cover. That is the rule.
I'm just saying, if you can get your, I mean, probably not a lot that are purple, so I probably shouldn't be saying that. But anyways,
I was gonna say the only one that I can think of also has a pretty purple cover.
So okay. In that case, Bree and Brianna are both linked down below in the description box. Thank you for joining us. Also, the playlist with all of the sprints that have been scheduled and done so far are linked if you need and need somebody to hang out with. We've got all of the sprints from when we started all the way until tonight, and then some even going further on. So definitely check out that playlist if you're looking for what's coming up next, and if you're needing somebody to hang out with, and then definitely check out Bree and Brianna's channels. So thank you so much